Gap in return formation for the
Good
Thunder.
evening and welcome back to Lake Park-Audubon Field for tonight's homecoming matchup featuring the Polk County Thunder, Polk County West Thunder, and the Lake Park-Audubon Raiders. Lake Park won the toss, elected to defer to the second half. They'll be kicking off. Dylan Grunwig set to kick off here for the Raiders. It's a low squib kick, going to be picked up on the 35-yard line by number 27 of Polk County West, John Fontaine. He breaks through a couple of tackles, runs over one, and he is off to the races. And just like that, 10 seconds into the first quarter, Polk County West Thunder is up 6-0. No flags on the play. He had a little seam, and he broke 3 arm tackles and went the distance. About a 65-yard, we'll call it 65-yard touchdown return for the Polk County West Thunder. And just like that, Lake Park-Audubon trails 6-0 here before we've even caught our breath here in Lake Park tonight for homecoming. Defense out for the Raiders, and here comes Polk County West Thunder to the line of scrimmage. Their quarterback, number 8, Sam Modine, 165-pound, 6'1" junior under center. 2 backs in the backfield, 2 split. We're going to run off the left side. They're going to run off the left side, and that is Josh Wagner, who's going to go in for the 2-point conversion, untouched around the left side. Nice job of blocking up front there by the Polk County West Thunder. And with 11 seconds gone here in the first quarter, if you're just tuning in, Lake Park-Audubon Raiders trail in homecoming here 8-0 on a 65-yard kickoff return by the Thunder. Lake Park will receive here. We'll see if we can't get some momentum back to the Raiders here. We'll come back in just a moment for the kickoff. Welcome back as Cody Wolfswinkel and Xavier Strelo back to receive the kick. Both of them standing on about the 15-yard line. Big number 51 for the Polk County West Thunder, Miles Smith, a 220-pound, 6-foot senior, prepared to kick off. Wolfswinkel and Strelo back. It's a low squib kick. It's going to be picked up by one of the up-backs, Cameron Smith, 140-pound sophomore, picked it up about at about the 20. Going to get it to about the, see where they spot it. Going to be spotted at the 32-yard line. 32-yard line will be 1st and 10 for the Raiders. Grant Bryard, the quarterback under center tonight. He started all the games. One notable player out for this evening, Nick Rivers, 150-pound senior running back. He's a big key to that kick return game, and he is out tonight for injuries. Bryard under center, Rabideau motion. And Skeld on the carry. Going to be a gain of about 6 yards. 5 yards, we'll spot it. 5-yard gain by Skeld there. Nice run on the counter play up the middle. Wolfswinkel shuffles out. He's going to be replaced by Braden Ecker, who just went in. Bryard gives the play. Ecker's going to come to the near side. Wetley in the backfield. Rabideau in motion. He takes it on the counter and nothing going there. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play there.
Rabideau's carry. Hard time to stop.
Rabideau lining up in that wing wing position, and he got bottled up there. There's nothing doing there. Stopped by number 54 of the Polk County West Thunder, Dan Suda, 260-pound freshman, playing defensive line. I'm sorry, number 64 is Eric Mickleseth, a 6'3", 285-pound senior, and he was all of that right in the hole there for the Thunder. Briard under center. He's back to pass. Quick pass outside. In and out of the hands.
Briard's pass intended for Skeld falls
Skeld,
incomplete.
in and out of Skeld's hands. It was, the pass was there. Would have been enough for a first down, but through the hands of Skeld, it's going to bring up fourth and long
formation
for the Raiders. Fourth and about 8 yards.
Return for the Thunder.
Briard back to punt here. Oh, nice punt by Briard over the head, and it's going to roll all the way down to the 18-yard line, where it's touched down there by Skeld. Nice job there by Grant Briard to flip the field position, where the Thunder will take over with 10 minutes and 15 seconds left to go here in the first quarter. Thunder will take over 1st and 10 on their own 18-yard line. We got this way. Raiders trail 8-0. We got this way. Opening kickoff was returned 65 yards by the Thunder for a quick score. 2-point conversion by Josh Wagner. Made it 8-0, and that's where we stand right now. Lake Park-Audubon went 3 and out, punted. And this is going to be number 27, John Fontaine again, and he comes on the inside counter.
Fontaine on the carry with Wolfswinkel on the stop.
It's going to be a ball spotted on the
1st and 10 Thunder at their own 38.
38-yard line, gain of 20 yards on the play there. Raiders need to wake up here. It's homecoming here in Lake Park on a beautiful evening. Current temperature is 49 degrees, light wind, sun is starting to set, but a beautiful evening here in Lake Park for homecoming. We'll see if the defense can get something going here. This is an inside power handoff by the up back. He's going to go for 5 yards on the play.
Wavra on the carry.
Gage Wavra on the carry. 5'9", 180-pound junior for about 4 yards.
2nd and 6.
Justin Wetley on the stop as we'll go 2nd and 6 here for the Thunder. Raider faithful giving the defense chant here as Raiders come with a little run blitz and another 2 more broken tackles. It's going to be a gain all the way out to the 42-yard line, but a penalty flag thrown by the white hat. Going to be holding. If that's from the spot, he's got that flag laying on the 38-yard line at the line of scrimmage. That's going to take that back 10 yards from there. It's going to bring up 2nd and 18 for the Thunder. 2nd and 18 as there's a holding penalty on the left side there that negates a big gain for the Thunder. 9 minutes, 10 seconds here in the first quarter. If you're just joining us, welcome to Lake Park-Audubon Stadium, Lake Park-Audubon Field for tonight's homecoming matchup featuring your Lake Park-Audubon Raiders and the visiting Polk County West Thunder. Polk County West Thunder leads 8-0 on an opening kickoff return. Raiders followed with a 3 and out. Thunder now have the ball 2nd and long, 2nd and 18, as they're going to run power off this near side, coming right into your living room. Nice job, nice tackle there. Going to be gain of about 5 yards. Call 5-yard gain. Rabideau on the stop along with Justin Wetley.
Gain of 7.
Ben Rabideau and Justin Wetley, 2 of the senior captains on this Raider football team. The Raiders come into tonight's game 1-3, 0-2 in the section, 1-3 overall. Had a win over Foston 35-8, and then losses to Underwood, Ada, and New York Mills. Polk County West Thunder come into tonight's game 3-1 overall with a 2-1 record in the section, beating Cass Lake, Bena, Red Lake County Central, and War Road. Their only loss coming to Ada. Back to pass. That ball is thrown up for grabs, and it looks like it is incomplete.
Halfback pass falls incomplete.
Halfback pass there by number 27. That's John Fontaine. Had a halfback pass, but it was number 65. Big Jaden Dizzy all up in his face as he threw that one away. Incomplete. Going to be 4th and long here for the Thunder. Nice job of defense by the Raiders as it's going to be 4th and long with the Thunder in punt formation.
Smith in punt formation for the Thunder.
Got officials. Some confusion here on the field as it's We've got 4th down on one set of markers and 3rd down on another set of markers.
They had 2nd down on the penalty, and now they've run.
All right, we've got it all straightened out. The yardage marker was wrong on the down marker was wrong on the other side. It's 4th down, as we thought. It's 4th and long here for the Thunder. And number 51, Caleb Dyrud, is back to punt. Muffed punt. He's going to try to run it. And nothing doing as Jaden Dizzy and
down after that bobbled snap. 1st and 10 Raiders from the Thunder 25.
Jaden Dizzy and Sean Skeld on the stop after the muffed punt. It's going to be Raider football. 1st and 10 on the 25-yard line. Great break for the Raiders as they get a chance to even this game up here on the missed bad snap that went through the outstretched hands of the punter. He then picked it up and tried to run, but nothing doing as Jaden Dizzy and Justin Wetley did a great job, or Sean Skeld, did a great job closing that down. It's 1st and 10 for the Raiders. Brian under center. Rabideau in motion. Inside handoff. Halfback pass by Rabideau. This one's complete to Cody Wolfswinkel. Nice job there.
Larson on the stop for the Thunder.
The Raiders just took a page out of Thunder's playbook and said, you want to try that? That's okay. We can do it better. Great completion by Ben Rabideau to Cody Wolfswinkel for a 1st down, where it's going to be 1st and 10 from about the 10.5-yard line. Just enough room there for a 1st down. Let's not worry about that. Let's just get a touchdown here for the Raiders with 7:30 left to go here in the 1st quarter. Briard back under center. Wetley behind him. Motion by Skeld. It's going to be quarterback keep. He's going to break one tackle, but nothing, just nothing there for Briard as he loses about 3 on the carry. Ball's going to be back at the, I guess they'll spot that at the 14-yard line. The loss of 2 on the play, a long 2, almost 3-yard loss there. Going to bring up 2nd and long for the Raiders as he got tracked down from on the backside there by big number 64. Eric Mickelseth, a 285-pound, 6'3" senior, tracked him down from behind. And he is a big load in the middle of that defensive line by the Thunder. Briard under center, handoff to Rabideau, and he's going nowhere. Once again, someone better figure out how to get a hat on Mickelseth because he is a load. He was there and had Rabideau wrapped up after a short gain. It's going to be 3rd and long here for the Raiders as they've moved backwards after that initial 1st down play. They got 1 1st down on a Ben Rabideau halfback pass to Cody Wolfswinkel, taking it down to about the 11-yard line, but they've gone backwards since then, bringing up 3rd and long here for the Raiders. Wolfswinkel to the near side. I formation. Handoff to Skeld and nothing doing.
Carry, loss of about 2.
Nothing doing for Skeld there as Alex Hart and Dan Suda were both in the backfield there for the Thunder.
On the stop brings up 4th and long for the Raiders.
4th and long, another lost yardage play, and the moving company for the Raiders up front is going to have to do a better job here tonight as the defensive linemen for the Thunder are in the backfield as fast as the handoff is being made. Going to bring up 4th and long here for the Raiders. They need 14 yards, 13 yards, at least, I'd say 14 yards to get a 1st down or 15 yards for a touchdown. Blitz by Thunder, picked up, ball thrown over the middle, and it's going to be incomplete.
Pass. Ball's incomplete at the goal line.
Incomplete at the goal line. He was trying to hit Sean Skeld, who was well covered back there as the Thunder player went up high to get it at number 13, Josh Wagner, the running back, went up high to knock that one away. It's going to be turnover on downs by the Raiders deep in Thunder territory. Thunder will take over 1st and 10 from the 17-yard line. This is about the same spot they lost the punt to on their last possession. Raiders trail 8-0. 5 minutes left to go here in the first quarter. Raiders trail after an opening 65-yard kickoff by the Thunder to start the game. Both teams have moved the ball a little bit, but Thunder here, nothing doing there.
Fontaine for a short
Fontaine, no gain on the play. Henry Jaster in for the stop as he came out of his defensive tackle position. Nice job there. Got his arms on him and held him up in the hole. And then a few of the rest of the linebackers, Rabideau and Skeld, and it looks like Wheatley kind of helped clean up the mess there. But nice job by Henry Jaster there as he a big force in the middle for the Raiders. Going to bring up 2nd and 10 here on homecoming, on a beautiful homecoming evening here in Lake Park. Power formation, power wing T for the Thunder. They're going to go inside give, and here off to the races is Gage Wavra, and he's pushed out of bounds by Skeld, but not after a gain all the way to the 45-yard line.
First down Thunder.
And about a 23-yard gain there by Gage Wavra as he came on an inside fullback dive play, but nothing doing for the Raiders is a big gaping hole by Gage Wavra, number 32. First and 10 for the Thunder. Ball spotted on the 45-yard line. 4 minutes, 14 seconds left to go here in the first quarter. It's homecoming here at Lake Park. Hand off to Wavra on the left side. Nothing doing for that. He was bottled up. Jaden Dizzy and Justin Wheatley on a linebacker run blitz. Nothing doing. Loss of one. Loss of one. Nice job there on the run blitz by Justin Wheatley from his inside linebacker position. Thunder going to run a similar offense to the Raiders. They run a lot of that power wing T. A lot of motion, a lot of confusion. Raiders have to be gap solid, gap disciplined tonight if they want to beat this very solid Polk County West Thunder team that comes in 3-1 on the season. Back to pass. Jaden Dizzy's got him wrapped up. He got away out of his arms, and that pass is going to be incomplete. Jaden Dizzy had a chance to get the quarterback about 12 yards behind the line of scrimmage, but the quarterback was able to spin out of the arm tackle, threw it to the outside, had a receiver open, but the ball was a little bit short, bounced into the arms, and line judge on the near side alertly saw that ball bounce, incomplete. It's going to bring up 3rd and long for the Thunder, 3rd and 11. As the Raider defense is starting to impose a little bit of will here as we get halfway through the first quarter here. Inside counter, and there's a busted arm tackle. Finally brought down by Ben Rabideau, but Wagner on an inside
First and 10 Thunder
inside tackle, and he was probably stopped short of the first down line, but he broke through 2 arm tackles and ended up, Rabideau finally brought him down after a gain of about 13 yards, where it's now going to be 1st and 10 for the Thunder on the 43-yard line. Raiders need to shore up that tackling. These are some pretty good-sized backs for the Thunder. They're not going to, arm tackles aren't going to do it. Nice stop there, Jaden Dizzy on the stop, along with
Wavra for a gain of about 2, brings up 2nd and 8.
Along with Troy Heimitz. Troy Heimitz on the stop there from his interior line position. He plays a kind of a nose tackle position. You've got Henry Jaster and Heimitz at the nose tackle positions, and then you got Michael Peterson anchoring the middle with Jaden Dizzy here on the outside, along with deep pass. Coverage is there. Nice job. Nice coverage there by Sean Skeld.
Falls incomplete. Defended by Skeld.
On 2nd and 8, they went deep, and Sean Skeld had nice coverage there and was able to knock that out of the hands of the receiver. Good defense there by the Raiders. Wing T formation. Thunder. Wagner in motion. It's going to be inside handoff around this inside. He's going to be stopped short. Fourth and short. Fontaine. I'm sorry,
Varsity and Rabideau on the stop.
Fontaine
Fourth
on the
down
carry.
for
Going to bring
Thunder from
fourth
the
and
Raider 35.
looks like about 4th and 2 for the Thunder here. The other D end is for Lake Park-Audubon is number 81, Hayden Grunwig. Hayden, a 6'3", 185-pound sophomore playing D end, along with Peterson, Dizzy, Jaster, and Heimitz. They ran an inside dive, and it looks like they are going to be spotted short. And they are.
Raiders
nice job by the Raider defense. Great stop there by Michael Peterson. Helped out by Henry Jaster, anchoring that interior line and did not let that fullback dive go anywhere. Great job by the Raiders. Kind of looked like there was some movement for the Thunder there. It looked like it might have been a false start, but thank you, Mr. Referee, for leaving that flag in your pocket as it's 1st and 10 for the Raiders. Ball spotted on the 35-yard line. Well, they'll take over 1st and 10 with 1:30 left to go in the first quarter. Rabideau in motion. He's going to run off the right side. He's got a lane. He's going to be stopped up. Gain of about 3 on the carry. Looked like he could have gone for more. Nice job on pursuit there by the Thunder. Nice run by Ben Rabideau as he took that inside handoff and busted it around the outside. Moving company for the Raiders up front. Got some big boys across from them. Going to have to keep working hard all game. Mike Peterson and Heimitz, same ones, just like the defensive line. Skeld in motion. He's got it coming into your living room, and he's going to be stopped up.
Skeld for a short gain.
No gain on the play. It's going to bring up 3rd and 7.
3rd and about 6 for the Raiders.
This Thunder team is quick. It looks like there's a lane there as Skeld came around the outside, and he could not make the corner as linebacker James Fontaine was sitting there waiting for him. Tracked him down with a nice hit there. 3rd and 7 for the Raiders. They're in a power I formation. Briard under center. He goes back to pass. Little screen play out to Rabideau. He's got blockers in front of him. He's got the first down where he's going to step out of bounds at the 49-yard line. Nice job. Great job there by Henry Jaster and Troy Heimitz as they came out on that screen and had a couple of nice lead blocks for Rabideau. Nice little touch pass over the outstretched arms of the defender, Logan Berquist. Dropped it into Rabideau, who turned it upfield after some good blocking. Brings up 1st and 10 with 9 seconds left to go in the first quarter. Raiders on the move here at homecoming in Lake Park. Briard under center, Rabideau in motion. He's going to lead block for Wheatley, who takes fullback up the middle. Nice plays. He busted through the line. Looks like about an 8-yard gain for Justin Wheatley as we ends the first quarter. Nice job there by Justin Wheatley and the moving company of the Raiders. It's the end of the first quarter. Raiders trail here at homecoming 8-0 after the Thunder jumped out to an early lead on a 65-yard touchdown kickoff return. 2-point conversion was good. That's where we stand now. Lake Park-Audubon Raiders trailing 8-0 at homecoming on a beautiful evening in Lake Park. We'll be back in just one moment to start the second quarter where the Raiders are on the move.
Wetley up the middle.
Wetley on the carry. We're back here. Second quarter, Raiders on the move. Wetley with a gain of about 1 is going to bring up 3rd and short for the Raiders. 3rd and about 3 for a first down. The Raiders desperately need to keep this drive moving here as we've just got underway in the second quarter. Need to get this drive completed. They need to score to even it up as they trail 8-0. Wolfswinkel here to the near side. Rabideau in motion, takes the lead block up the middle. Push and shove, and he is shoved back. No gain.
Small loss.
No gain on the play as there was nothing doing there for Rabideau.
On the stop.
Going to bring up loss of about 1.
For the Raiders.
4th and 4 for the Raiders. We'll see what head coach Brian Robertson has in store on this 4th and 4 for the Raiders. Rabideau on the wing position to the left. Skeld to the right. Wetley behind under Grant Briard under center. Hard count by Briard. He looks over at the quarterback. Looks over to Brian Robertson, who says, roll with it. Let's go. Briard under center. And a timeout here by head coach Brian Robertson. It looks like they were trying to draw the Thunder off sides, and they didn't bite on it as they tried twice. But it'll be a timeout for the Raiders here with 10:25 left to go in the second quarter. Raiders trail on homecoming here 8-0, but when we come back, they'll be 4th and 4 inside Thunder territory. We'll be back in just a moment. Here we go. Brian Robertson sends the 4th down play in. Cody Wolfswinkel split way over here to the near side. Wetley in the backfield. Skeld in motion. It can be a quick pass. Too high by Briard. He had Wolfswinkel open on the slant, but that ball was about 2 feet too high for Wolfswinkel as it sailed over his hands, where the Raiders will turn the ball over on downs. 1st and 10 to the Thunder. Ball spotted on about the 41-yard line where they'll take over here in the second quarter. Thunder to the line of scrimmage. They got some big boys, and that power T, wide receiver split to the near side. Come around the outside here. Ben Rabideau out there for the tackle. Nice job by Ben Rabideau as he's going to be stopped short. Going to be tackled for a loss there by Ben Rabideau. Nice job there as he came from his linebacker position, knifing through the wash.
2nd and 11 for the Thunder.
For a loss on the play. Going to be 2nd and 11 for the Thunder. Great job by Ben Rabideau from his interior linebacker position. Hayden Grunwig also doing a nice job there, stringing that play out, allowing Rabideau to go through unblocked to make the tackle. 3 running backs. Motion. Inside fullback dive. Ball's going to be, Wavra is going to be carry for about 6 yards on the carry. Going to bring up 3rd and 5.
Rabideau on the stop.
Rabideau and Wetley again from their interior linebacker positions.
47.
That's the tough with this offense. They've got to play good, solid gap defense because there's multiple running formations out of this, or multiple run plays. And you can't worry about where you think the ball is. It's got to be gap discipline. 3rd and long here for the Thunder. Raiders need a stop. Going to the outside. Broke a tackle, cuts back. That's
Fontaine on the carry.
going to be
Good for the first down
Fontaine
to the Raider 41.
for about a 15,
Strelo on
about
the
a
tackle.
12-yard gain there by Fontaine as he ran towards the outside and was able to cut it back. Nice zone blocking there by the Thunder, giving him that cutback lane. Strelo on the stop for the Raiders, but it's 1st and 10 for the Thunder on the Raider 41-yard line. First and 10 for the Thunder under center. 2 running backs. On the counter, coming to the outside, he's going to make the corner. That's Josh Wagner. Is going to be all the way
Wagner
down.
On the carry, good for another Thunder first down.
Drugged down by Briard and Rabideau all the way down to the 31-yard line.
1st and 10 Thunder from the Raider 21.
Came around on the near side counter. And the offensive line for the Thunder is doing a great job of sealing off that backside, not allowing anybody to get through on those counter plays. They're doing a real good job of kicking out the D end, sealing the defensive interior.
Waver on the carry.
Waver on the carry, going to be gain of about 3 as they ran that quick hitter from the fullback position. And the Raiders are running right past it there. Michael Peterson was tackling the quarterback, but he ran right past the fullback there on that quick hitter. He was there for the stop, just didn't know where the ball was and tracked down the quarterback. They need to tackle anybody that's in their face. In this type of running offense, the Thunder are showing them tonight. Ball fumble.
Loose ball on the snap.
Bad exchange there. We'll see. Raiders have the football. See who comes up with it. Ben Rabideau. He's been a nose everywhere tonight. Fumbled snap. Ben Rabideau having a game. Way to have a game on homecoming there. Ben Rabideau as he recovers the fumble. It's going to be 1st and 10 Raiders on the, see where they got it spotted, 19-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Raiders. 7 minutes and 9 seconds left to go here in the second quarter. Raiders need to march down. We need a nice 81-yard drive for a score here to end this first half. Tie it up. Beautiful night here at homecoming. Friday night under the lights, homecoming. Briard on the fakes the pitch. Rabideau comes on the inside counter. No gain on that one. Looks like going to be a loss of about a half a yard on the play.
Hart on the stop for
the Raider offensive line is just getting no push against these big defensive linemen for the Thunder. Big number 64, Eric Mickelseth. We've said his name several times, and he is a big boy. 6'3", 285-pound senior, and he is controlling the interior line of scrimmage right now. Briard back to pass, pump fake. He's got somebody long. Wolfswinkel is open. Nice catch.
Briard to Wolfswinkel.
Nice job. Wolfswinkel all the way down to the 45-yard line.
That pass goes all the way down to the Thunder 44-yard line. 1st and 10 Raiders from
36-yard pass completion from Briard to Wolfswinkel. As Briard gave a pump fake, the defender bit. Wolfswinkel took off on the hitch and go, and he was wide open. If that ball would have been thrown a yard further, he would have been off to the races. He kind of had to hold up and wait for it, but regardless, great play there by the Raiders. 1st and 10 on the 44. Inside handoff to Wheatley. Tripped up, but able to stumble ahead for 5 yards. 5-yard gain by Justin Wheatley is going to bring up 2nd and 5.
On the stop for the Thunder.
These quick hitters
6 from the Thunder 40.
Seem to be working pretty well for the Raiders. Nice run there by Wheatley. He just got tripped up a little bit as he went through the line of scrimmage, or he might have had a big gain. 5 minutes and 35 seconds and counting here in the second quarter. Raiders on the move again. See if they can cap this drive off. Wheatley in the backfield. Rabideau Skeld in motion, going to be handoff to Skeld around the left side. He's got a lane, breaks one tackle.
Skeld on the carry.
He's finally stood up at about the, trying to see the marker there, about at the 32-yard
Fontaine on the stop, and that is
line. Raider first down. Nice job. Raiders first and 10 from the 32-yard line. Great job there by Skeld as he came in motion from his wing T position on the inside trap. Nice job there as he cut it back, broke a tackle, and got lunged ahead for the first down. First and 10 Raiders on the 32. They're on the move. Rabideau in motion, takes the handoff, makes a guy miss. He's up through the middle, just got tripped up.
For a gain of about 5.
Gain of, we'll call it 6 on the carry for Rabideau. 6 yards on first down. Number 53. James Fontaine was laying on the ground and was able to reach up just enough and grab the toe of Rabideau to trip him up, or he would have been off to the races. Nice job there by Ben Rabideau and the moving company up front. I think they started listening to me. They're starting to control the line of scrimmage a little bit here. Keeping that big 64 Mickelseth off. Skeld's going to go here. It's going to back to the line of scrimmage. Going to be 3rd and 5. 3rd and 5, no gain there on the play. Something they tried running back at Mickelseth, and that just didn't work. He controls that line of scrimmage. He's a big force in there. Raiders 3rd and 5, under 4 minutes to go here in the second quarter. This will be the third time the Raiders have been down. I believe it's the third time they've been down, had good drives, and just stalled out as they get down towards the short end of the field. And we're going to have a timeout here by the Raiders. Brian Robertson wants to talk about it. Come up with a great third down play here on 3rd and 5 with 3:46 left to go here in the second quarter. Like I've been saying, it is homecoming week here for the Raiders. Our homecoming court this year, the boys was Tyler Bjerke, Henry Jaster, Jacob Bedine Schlick, and Ben Rabideau. Your homecoming king for 2019 is Tyler Bjerke. The Queen candidates, Kay Peterson, Sydney Porter, Haley Froman, and Ed Mayasek. Kay Peterson was crowned your homecoming queen for the 2019 season. So your King Tyler Bjerke and Queen Kay Peterson, congratulations. They're your homecoming king and queen for the 2019 season. 2019-2020 school year. We come out of this timeout. Raiders come to the line of scrimmage. They're going to have Wolfswinkel split here to the near side. Rabideau in the wing on the far side. Whetley under center, along with Skeld on the right side in the wing position. Skeld in motion. Briard back to pass. Got pressured. Makes one miss. He's got an open receiver. Rabideau. Nice job by Rabideau, by Briard there as he looked kind of Aaron Rodgers-esque on that one there as he dipped away from one guy, swam over the top, found Ben Rabideau coming all the way across the field for a nice completion there to Rabideau, where it's going to be 1st and goal for the Raiders after that 15-yard pass completion. Nice job there by Grant Briard, doing his best, even though I hate to say it, Aaron Rodgers imitation for a great play by Grant Briard finding Ben Rabideau. Let's see if we can get in the end zone. 1st and goal on the 9-yard line. Whetley up the middle. He's going to pick up about 3. Brings up for 2nd and goal from the 6-yard line.
2nd and goal from the 7-yard line.
3 minutes and counting down here in the second quarter. Great chance here for the Raiders on a couple of great pass plays by Briard and completions to Wolfswinkel for a long gain, and then that last one to Ben Rabideau on 3rd and 5 was great play by a high school quarterback. Grant Briard doing a nice job tonight under center. I formation. Toss to Rabideau. He's going to follow his blockers.
Rabideau
gets down to about the 5-yard line, where it's going to bring up 3rd and goal from the 5. Let's see what Brian Robertson dials up as he's got Briard come over to get the play with 2:40 and counting here in the second quarter. Raiders for sure in 4-down territories. They're in desperate need to tie this game up after giving up an opening 65-yard kickoff to the Thunder. That's your only score in this game. They've played it back and forth. Raiders trying to capitalize on a fumble by the Thunder. Try to cap off this 81-yard drive here with a touchdown. Power I formation. It's going to be a give to Rabideau, and he pounds ahead to the 1 yard line.
Fontaine on the stop. 4th and goal.
Brian Robertson playing we got 2 downs to get 5 yards, and now we got 4th and goal from the 1. 4th and goal from the 1. Trying to see what we got going on here. Timeout by the Thunder, it looks like. Yep.
Timeout Thunder.
Timeout Thunder, as it's going to be 4th and goal from about the 1 yard line with 1:42 left to go here in your first half. Raiders trail, but they're knocking on the door. 4th and goal. We'll be back in just one moment. All right, we're back. 1:42 left to go here in the first half. Raiders knocking on the door. 4th and goal from the 1. Power I formation. The Thunder's got everybody, and a false start.
Penalty on the Raiders. False start.
They were going to go quick snap. I think it was going to be a quarterback sneak. And Rabideau and Wheatley both were going to try to rush up there and give Grant Bryard a helping hand. Only problem was somebody forgot to tell Michael Peterson to snap the ball. It's going to make things a little more difficult now, as it's going to back it up to 4th and goal from about the 6 yard line. 4th and goal from the 6. We'll see what Brian Robertson has dialed up here, sends the play in, and he's going to take his final timeout.
Timeout Raiders.
Final timeout, as there was some indecision on what was going to be called there. We'll take this Lake Park-Audubon Raiders 3rd and final timeout here in the first half with 1:42 left to go. 4th and about 6. We'll be back. Welcome back. 1:42 left to go here in the first half. The Raiders were 4th and goal from the 1 yard line. Had a false start penalty. That puts us back at 4th and about 6. 4th and goal from the 6 yard line. Brian Robertson took a timeout. We'll see what we got. We got a wide receiver to the near side. Wing tees. Quick pass to Wolfswinkel, and that ball was high.
Ball's incomplete. There is a flag on the play.
Flag on the play from the far side. Not sure what this is going to be. Lined up offsides by the defense, I hope. Anything on the defense. Illegal motion, illegal shift on the Raiders. It's going to be declined.
Thunder take over on downs.
Illegal shift. I'm guessing somebody was not lined up on the line of scrimmage, uncovered. Thunder's going to take over 1st and 10 on the 6 yard line, as the Raiders failed to convert on a great drive, getting them all the way down before a couple of penalties really put a damper on that drive. With 1:39 left to go, we'll see if the Raiders can make something happen here with the Thunder backed up against their own goal line. Fullback power right up the middle, gain of about 4. We'll call it
Jaster
3.
on the tackle.
Henry Jaster there to stuff that one out, gain of 2 after the spot. Clock running. Raiders have no timeouts left to stop it. Second and about
One on the play
9.
brings up 2nd and 9 for the Thunder.
The Thunder are taking their time. I think they'll be content to just get out of here with an 8-0 lead going into halftime as we just approach the 1 minute mark. Run blitz showed Whetley. They're going after him, and they've got him. That's a safety. Where are they going to spot this? They are not going to give him a safety. They are going to say his forward progress was pushed back. The back end of the football is, I think, on the white line. That was a very, very favorable spot. That could have easily and probably should have been a safety. Come on, we need a little help here, guys. Third and looks like 3rd and about 19. And the Thunder aren't going to snap. Well, they're going to have to snap it. 20 seconds and counting. The countdown started. And false start. That's going to stop the clock.
Penalty on the play.
Going to be false start. Going to back it up
against the Thunder.
Half the distance to the goal, which is going to be about 6 inches. But it does stop the clock, so they're going to have to snap this one. The Raiders need to get a fumble. They need to get a safety. Anything to end this first half. Get some points on the board. The back of the football is about 2 inches from the goal line. 3rd and 19 for the Thunder. 12 seconds to go. The Raiders lined up. Whetley showing blitz from his linebacker position. Rabideau creeps forward. False start again by the Thunder.
False start again by the Thunder.
One thing about it, they're not going to rack up a lot of penalty yards because you can't move the ball half the distance to the goal when the ball is about the width of how far it is from the goal. I'm not sure they could back it up much more. If they backed it up any more, it would be a safety. So the Raiders, after 2 false start penalties, have backed them up. Both penalties resulted in a total lost yardage of about a foot. Raiders lined up, digging into the trenches. Henry Jaster over center. Quarterback under center, and it's just going to be a push.
Quarterback
keeps for about a gain of about a yard. And that's going to be the end of the first half.
Bring us to the end of the first half.
That brings us to halftime here in Lake Park. A great football game. If you can't be here, I'm sorry you can't be here tonight, but I'm glad you're listening to us here on the Raider Nation Sports Network as we bring you live play-by-play football. It's homecoming here in Lake Park. We're at halftime. The pep band is getting tuned up and ready to play. The clock is starting to count down halftime where the Raiders trail 8-0 in a tough dogfight going on here in Lake Park on homecoming. We're going to take a few-minute break, and we'll be back with the halftime recap, some stats, and get you ready for the second half of a great football game here in Lake Park tonight. Welcome back here to Lake Park-Audubon Stadium, Lake Park-Audubon Field in beautiful Lake Park this evening. It's homecoming here in Lake Park as the Raiders are taking on the Polk County West Thunder. They trail 8-0 here as we get ready to wrap up halftime. The Raiders trail. The only point scored, a 65-yard opening kickoff touchdown return by the Polk County West Thunder. Number 27, John Fontaine, 65-yard kickoff return for the opening score. They converted the two-point conversion on a run by Josh Wagner around the left side. He went in untouched. Led us to the score, 8-0. The Raiders had a couple of chances getting down right before halftime. That was the last great chance. They got it down 4th and goal from the 1-yard line, but a couple of penalties backed them up, and they were unable to convert on a 4th and goal pass from Briard to Wolfswinkel. Sailed through his hands on a hot slant. That ball zipped right through him, a little bit high. So the score stands 8-0. Raiders trail here at homecoming. Raiders in the first half, 40 yards on the ground, led by Ben Rabideau and Justin Wetley. 76 yards passing, long completions to Wolfswinkel and Rabideau. 76 yards passing and 40 yards rushing for the Raiders in the first half. The Polk County Thunder, 43 yards of passing. They had 2 pretty good completions in the first half, and then 60 yards rushing, 103 total yards offense for the Thunder. The Raiders have really had the ball the majority of the time here in the first half. If it wasn't for that opening kickoff return, you'd be looking at a 0-0 game, as neither team has been able to break through for a score. The Raiders won the toss. They elected to defer, so they're going to receive here in the second half as we get started.
Raiders are set to receive the second half.
Thunder will kick off. Number 51, Miles Smith, a 220-pound senior, going to kick off with
kick for the Thunder.
Wolfswinkel and Strelo back to receive. Raiders standing about the 14, 15, creeping up to about the 14-yard line. It's an onside kick recovered by the Raiders. I don't think it went 10 yards, but nice job there by Tyler Jacobson, a freshman.
Raiders will start.
He probably got some pretty big eyes there for a freshman to see the opening onside kick come right at him. Regardless, he did a great job of falling on the football. It'll be Raider football to start inside Thunder territory. Ball on the 48-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Raiders as we get started here in the second half. Announced our homecoming court at halftime. King Tyler Bjerke and Queen Kay Peterson. Briard under center, Rabideau in motion. Handoff to Rabideau coming near side, and he's going to get bottled up for a loss of about 1 on the play.
Aren't on the stop for the Thunder.
Rabideau a little bit slow to get up as he's holding his upper body. Not sure if he just looks like he kind of holding his shoulder. Raiders can ill afford to lose Rabideau. He's been their main workhorse, maybe just a stinger. Trainer's going to take him over to the bench to sit down. He's moving around, maybe just got a little stinger there. He got popped pretty hard on that carry. Loss of 1. Strelo in motion. Briard with a keep. Fakes the pass. He's got room to the outside. It's going to be a gain of about 4.
Brings the ball down to about the Thunder 45.
Ball spotted on the 45-yard line. Gain of 3 on the play for Briard. Going to bring up 3rd and 7 with 11 minutes left to go here in the third quarter. We're just getting underway. Welcome back to Lake Park-Audubon Field. Raider homecoming tonight as they take on the Polk County West Thunder, trailing here 8-0 as we get the second half underway. Raiders gave up an opening game kickoff, 65-yard touchdown return. That's been the only score. It's been a lot of a slugfest back and forth. Raiders have had 2 really good scoring opportunities deep into Thunder territory, but unable to come away with any points. 3rd and long here, Skeld in motion. Briard back to pass. He flips it out. That could be a loose ball. And it was a loose ball
Loose ball.
as that
recovered by
ball
the
went
Raiders,
backwards.
brings up 4th down.
But it looks like
Peterson
Michael
recovered that ball
Peterson
for
was
the
able to
Raiders.
jump on it.
Briard set to punt.
Raiders get a punt formation. Briard back to punt. And it looks like, that ball is partially tipped. It's going to be downed at the 35-yard line. Big number 51,
Take over at their own
Miles
45-yard
Smith, the
line.
220-pound senior for the Thunder, was in on that. He just about blocked the first one that Briard punted tonight. This time he got to it. Punt of only about 25 yards. That could have been a disaster. Briard at least lucky to get it away. Thunder will take over 1st and 10 on the 35-yard line as the Raiders go 3 and out to start the second half. Power T formation by the Polk County West Thunder. Nice tackle there
Fontaine on the carry.
by
Heeman's
Hymetz.
on the stop. Gain of 5.
Gain of
Brings up
5
second
on
and 5.
gain of 5 for the Thunder. Once again, the Raiders are going after the quarterback, but he's able to get that ball handed off to the fullback on a quick hitter. And he's into the linebackers before anybody realizes where the ball is. 2nd and 5 here for the Thunder. Come to the line of scrimmage with that power set again. Fullback, running back in a wing position. Could be inside handoff again. Bounces it outside. Breaks a tackle, and it's going to be a 1st down before being drug out of bounds by Grant Briard.
Briard on the
Be
stop.
gain of about 10.
Carry
Ball's
good
going to
for
be
Thunder
spotted
first
at the 50-yard line.
1st and 10 from their own 49-yard line.
Ball's going to be spotted just short of the 50-yard line, where it'll be 1st and 10. Gain of 10 on the carry there. They had him bottled up in the backfield, but unable to grab a hold of him. Broken arm tackle and was able to get around the right side and break it outside for the 1st down. This one's coming to guard tackle, and once again drugged down by Cody Wolfswinkel for a gain of about 5.
Wagner on the carry with Wolfswinkel on the tackle.
Wolfswinkel with the stop, 5 yards by Wagner on the carry.
2nd and 5 from the Raider 45.
Josh Wagner, 190-pound senior. The Raider defense has gone through a couple of these little spells here where they're getting sealed up to the inside, allowing the Thunder to bounce it out. Fullback up the middle. Gain of about 2. Peterson.
Gap on the carry. For
Peterson
2. Peterson on the stop.
on the stop there. This time he saw where the ball was.
3rd and 3.
Going to be 3rd and short for the Thunder. 3rd and 3. Ball spotted on the 43, 44-yard line, where it's going to be 3rd and 3 here in the 3rd quarter. Big stop here by the Raiders. Drive them back a little bit. Power T formation by the Thunder. Their base set. It's going to be run by Wagner off the right side. He's got a lane. He's through, and he is quick. Finally pushed out of bounds about the 20-yard line.
Fontaine on the run for a Thunder first
Fontaine
down.
around the right side. He is fast. He gets that little opening off-guard tackle.
Thunder have 1st and 10 just inside the Raider
Grant
20.
Briard comes over from his corner position to drag him out of bounds. Going to be 1st and 10 from just inside the Raider 20-yard line. 7 minutes and 17 seconds gone left here in the 3rd quarter. Just getting underway. Raiders went 3 and out on a partially blocked punt. Fumbled snap, but tossed to the fullback. He's got a lane. Broken tackles, and he's going to go in for the touchdown.
Wagner in for the Thunder touchdown.
After a couple of broken arm tackles, Wagner goes in for the score. Going to make it 14-0 for the Thunder. With 7:09 left to go here in the third quarter, Thunder on the board early. Again, on a 19-yard run by Josh Wagner on a play where the quarterback looked to be sacked in the backfield, but as he was going down, he was able to pitch it out to Wagner, who broke through a couple of arm tackles. Hand off to Fontaine, who bowls his way in for the two-point conversion.
Fontaine is in for the two-point conversion.
The Raiders are doing a great job of getting penetration up the middle, but they're not able to contain that bounce out. As the quarterback is literally going down, he's able to still make that toss, make that pitch, and break it to the outside. 7:08 left to go here in the third quarter. Raiders trail 16-0 on homecoming here in Lake Park as the Thunder have just scored after taking over on about the 30-yard, their own 30-yard line. They marched down 70 yards for the score in about 4.5 minutes on some powerful running by Fontaine and Wagner. Their two main stud running backs. Thunder
Smith
ready.
Set the kick for the Thunder.
Thunder
with Wolfswinkel and
ready to
Strelo
kick off
back to
here.
the Raiders.
Number 51, Miles Smith. He had the partially blocked punt on the Raiders' last drive. He's ready to kick off here with Wolfswinkel and Strelo back to receive. Another squib. It's going to get back to Wolfswinkel's going to pick it up at the 20. And he is shut down at the 25-yard line.
Stopped at the Raider 26, 1st and 10 from there.
Where he got popped
Gap on the tackle for the Thunder.
by Gap. Sam Gap, 170-pound sophomore, knifing through the blocking, and he put a hit on Cody Wolfswinkel, stopping him dead in his tracks at the 25-yard line. 5-yard return for Cody Wolfswinkel. Raiders take over, 1st and 10 from their own 25. Good to see Rabideau back in there. Tough sledding in there. Is that
tough yard up the middle?
Pickup of about 1. He that inside, he goes in motion and comes in on that inside guard, center guard
Mickelseth on the tackle for the Thunder.
trap, and they are not controlling the line of scrimmage in that interior. I've said his name several times, Eric Mickelseth, the 285-pound 6'3 senior, anchoring that defensive nose position, and he's a handful in there. Byard back to pass. He looks to the near side. He's got Skeld open on the out, but the ball goes off of Skeld's hands. Incomplete. Going to bring up 3rd and long for the Raiders. That pass by Byard had a little wobble to it, and Skeld unable to make the completion along the sideline. Wouldn't have been enough for a 1st down, but it would have been 3rd and short. Now incomplete pass brings up 3rd and long for the Raiders. Wolfswinkel to the near side. Rabideau in his position. Wheatley, the lone back. Byard back to pass. Pump fake. Goes to the other side. He's got Rabideau open.
Byard to Rabideau falls incomplete. Brings up
that ball got out of Byard's hands a little early. Rabideau didn't see it there. He kind of got tangled up in coverage with the corner, and as he broke loose, the ball was already floating over his head. Byard's going to be back to punt. Second punt here in the second half. 2 drives, 2 3-and-outs for the Raiders.
Byard set to punt.
Back to punt. Here comes the coverage. It's a low line drive kick. Picked up on the run at the 45-yard line. Up to the 50, 40. Finally taken down by
Gap returns the punt.
Skeld and Heimitz on the tackle, but not before Gap returns it.
Skeld on the tackle.
30 yards for a 30-yard punt return by Gap. takes it all the way back down to almost the original line of scrimmage where Breyer just punted from. 1st and 10 Thunder from their own 30-yard line. The Raiders received the kick, but were 3 and out, giving good field position to the Thunder, who marched at 70 yards for a touchdown. Now punt again, this time with a 30-yard return. They take over on their own 30-yard line, 1st and 10. Lot of movement. Looks like the Raider defense jumped off sides.
Dead ball. Offside.
It's going to be offsides on the Raiders, 5-yard.
After the walk-off, 1st and 5 for the Thunder.
It'll be 1st down and 5 for the Thunder. As the Raiders looked like Wheatley was coming on a run blitz from his interior linebacker position and got a little bit eager, jumping into the neutral zone, making contact. They blew it dead. 1st and 5 for the Thunder on the 25-yard line. Inside fullback handoff on that quick hitter, and he's going to go 6 yards for a 1st down.
Wobber on the carry.
Let's see about the spot. Maybe they're only going to get. Yep.
On the stop.
6 yards on the carry for the Thunder. Going to be 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the Raider 19.
19-yard line, ball be spotted. 1st and 10 for the Thunder. Raiders need to clean up a couple of these penalties and keep the Thunder out of the end zone here. I think they can the way this Polk County West team plays, they can ill afford to go down 3 scores here as we count down in the 3rd quarter. Nice run there. That's going to be Josh Wagner on the near side. You pick up of about 5. Wolfswinkel, Cody Wolfswinkel.
Gain of 6 brings up 2nd and 4.
Cody Wolfswinkel, a 150-pound 6'2 senior for the Raiders. He plays a corner position. He drug him out of bounds, but not after a gain of 6 yards. Brings up 2nd and 4 for the Thunder, deep in Raider territory. Fontaine on the right side. He spins around, missed arm tackle, broken tackle, and he walks in.
Fontaine in for the for the Thunder touchdown.
With a 15-yard touchdown run. As again, the tackling woes for the Raiders starting to show up here a little bit. As the last 2 drives, they've given up some long runs on broken arm tackles. Guys just not using good form for their tackling. Maybe getting a little tired. Thunder team, big, strong kids there for Polk County West, and they're controlling the line of scrimmage right now. 2-point conversion pending. Wagner rumbles over the top of Breyer at the goal line for the score. 2-point conversion is good.
For the 2-point conversion.
The Thunder lead 24-0, and just like that, with 4:47 left to go here in the 3rd quarter, the Thunder have scored 2 unanswered touchdowns to take a 24-0 lead. We'll be back in just one moment. Welcome back. Raiders set to receive the kick, trailing 24-0 here with 4:47 left to go in the 3rd quarter. Wolfswinkel and Strelo back, and it's an onside kick. And once again, Raiders does not work. This one's going to be recovered by number 84, Riley LaFay.
LaFay on the coverage of
LaFay on the 6'2 sophomore playing on the front line. He gets to get his eyes looking wide open as he pounces on it. Looks like he's going to stay out there as wide receivers looking to see Wolfswinkel, LaFay at tight end, Rabideau, shotgun for Briard, back to pass, and that's picked off. Picked off by Sam Gap, and he's going to go all the way in for the score.
Briard's pass intercepted, returned for a touchdown by Gap.
Returned all the way 50 yards for the touchdown. 49-yard touchdown interception. As that ball came out of Briard's hand a little bit shaky. It was in Sam Gap undercut the route and picked it off and wove his way through a little traffic and went into the end zone untouched. 49-yard interception for the touchdown. Go for two-point conversion here. It's going to be an outside handoff again by Fontaine, and he's going to power through. He powers through
Fontaine in for the two-point conversion.
The tackle by Rabideau, I think is who's over there. Yep, Rabideau unable to stop Fontaine on that two-point conversion. And 30 seconds ago, I said it was 24, and now it's 24 seconds later. It's 32-0 after a 49-yard interception returned for a touchdown by the Sam Gap, capped off by a John Fontaine, 190-pound, 6'2", 190-pound senior, runs it in for the two-point conversion. And just like that, it's 32-0 here with 4:31 left to go in the third quarter. Raiders trail for homecoming, 32-0. Polk County West Thunder set to kick off after they take a commanding 32-0 lead here with 4:31 left in third quarter. Kick is deep. One hop to Cody Wolfswinkel at the 10, 20, 30, spins all the way out.
On return out to the Raider
28, 23-yard return all the way out to the 40-yard line. 39-yard line is where they'll spot this one. Nice
on the stop for the Thunder.
Nice return by Cody Wolfswinkel as he returns at 20. Just lost my math there for a second. 24 yards. Cody Wolfswinkel, the 24-yard kickoff return, brings up 1st and 10 for the Raiders from their own 39-yard line. Raiders desperate here to get something going offensively as they've gone 2 punts and an interception here to start the second half. It was 8-0 at halftime. Thunder now lead 32-0. Briard under center, I formation. Briard back to pass, sets up the screen, and that's going to be incomplete. That ball about 3 yards short of Rabideau on the screen. A lot of pressure in Briard's face as he drops back to pass. Second and 10 here for the Raiders. Trying to get something going here in the second half. As it was a 8-0 game, the only score in the first half coming on the opening kickoff when the Thunder returned at 65 yards for a touchdown. No other scoring in the first half, but they've exploded here for 3 touchdowns in the first 10 minutes here in the third quarter. Back to pass, open. Pass dropped by Sean Skeld as he was open at the 50-yard line. And I don't know, I'm not sure if he heard footsteps or was ready to turn that ball and run upfield. Ball in and out of his hands on a nice pass there, put right on him by Grant Briard, but dropped at the 50-yard line. Brings up 3rd and 10 for the Raiders. Briard under center. Wheatley the lone back. Wolfswinkle split to the near side. Briard back to pass. Here comes the blitz, and Briard is swallowed up
Briard brought down
all the way back at the
players, brings up 4th and long.
40-yard line, 30-yard line. Ball's gonna be spotted on the 30-yard line. He got swallowed up by the blitz. No chance. He didn't even get dropped back out of from under center, and he was under duress.
Formation for the Thunder.
Low snap. Briard gets the punt away. It's a good punt. Angling, picked up at the 35. Runs into his own man. Breaks a couple tackles. That's Sam Gap. Picked it up at the 35, and it's going to be a 11-yard return by Sam Gap as he turned nothing into something there. 11 yards. Thunder's going to take over 1st and 10 on the 46-yard line, leading here homecoming for the Raiders 32-0. Sam Modine, this 165-pound junior, brings him under center. He's back to pass. He's going to go deep. Nice job by Briard as he was able to get his head turned around and knock that ball away. Nice job, nice coverage there as Wolfswinkle and Briard were both back there. There was 2 receivers in the area. Pass was from Modine was intended for John Fontaine out of the backfield. Briard had him in single coverage, and he did a nice job turning around and knocking that ball down. Bring up 2nd and 10. Modine, the quarterback for the Thunder, junior, brings it under center with his big running backs in the backfield. Fontaine in motion. He's going to get it around the right side with a lead block, and he's drugged down by Briard at the 40-yard line.
Carry, but there is a penalty flag.
Penalty flag comes in from deep in the secondary. Not sure what. It's going to be a 15-yard run. Let's see what the penalty is. I didn't see a face mask. Illegal block in the back.
Illegal use of hands against the Thunder.
From the spot of the foul. It's going to bring up, it's only the 10-yard walk-off for that. It's going to spot the ball on the 46-yard line. It's going to be 3rd and short, 3rd and about 3. And that spot of the foul was actually on a lineman that was 3 yards further than where the ball actually ended up. They stopped him, but counter play here coming back this way. Going to be tripped up there by
Wagner on the carry.
Strelo steps up from his linebacker position and trips him up, but it's enough for a first down as Wagner came in motion on the inside counter. 1st and 10 for the Thunder. 3 minutes and just getting to 3 minutes left here in the 3rd quarter. The Thunder have taken a commanding 32-0 lead after scoring 3 times here in the first 10 minutes of this 3rd quarter. Another run by Wagner again, the 190-pound, 6-foot senior. And the Raiders have people in the backfield just unable to bring these Thunder running backs down. They seem to shake that first tackle and end up 5 yards, powering for 5 yards every carry. Second and six for the Thunder with 2 minutes left to go here in the 3rd quarter. Modine brings them to the line of scrimmage. Fontaine, Wagner, and Gap in the backfield. going to be flag here.
Penalty on the play.
A Raider jumped, but it looked like it could have been.
Dead ball. Offside.
It's going to
against the
call
Raiders.
offsides on the Raiders. It looked like the lineman might have moved for the Thunder, but after the Raider jumped into the neutral zone. That was Troy Heimitz, I believe, that
After
jumped
the penalty,
early.
2nd and 1 for the Thunder.
5-yard penalty, going to make it 2nd and 1. 2nd and short for the Thunder. Modena brings them up to the line of scrimmage with Sam Gap, Fontaine, Wagner, and fumble recovered. This time the Raiders get there. It's going to be Heimitz, Troy Heimitz.
Recovery for the Raiders.
Looked like number 56, Troy Heimitz on the recovery.
38.
1st and 10 for the Raiders. Now let's see if the Raiders can take a little bit of that momentum and start and move this ball back the other direction and flip the field. As the Thunder have come out and had 3 unanswered scores here by the 3 unanswered scores in the 3rd quarter. Inside handoff just for Ben Rabideau. He's down. He's got a lane. He breaks to the outside. Nice job, Ben Rabideau on the inside counter.
44. 1st and 10 Raiders from there.
21-yard gain by Ben Rabideau. Nice run there as he had Henry Jaster out in front of him, lead blocking. 20 yards downfield. Way to go by the big man, moving his feet and getting out and leading Ben Rabideau around the corner down the field. Minute 40 left to go here where Rabideau got pushed out of bounds. Ball spotted on the 44-yard line. Skeld in motion, going to be handoff to Skeld. Bottled up, spins.
Skeld
gain about no gain on the no gain.
Fontaine on the tackle brings up 2nd and 10 for the
running into that big defensive line of the Polk County West Thunder. They go 220, 285, 195, and 210 across the front. They are some big boys anchoring that interior line for the Thunder. Briard under center, 2nd and 10. Wolfswinkle to the near side, Skeld in motion. Inside handoff to Wetley, who powers ahead for 5 yards.
Up the middle for the Raiders. Fontaine on the stop.
Spot him. 4 yards on the carry. He's going to bring up 3rd and 6 for the Raiders.
3rd down from the Thunder, 41.
That play's been pretty successful all night. I think it's something that Brian Robertson needs to try to keep going back to a little bit. That inside dive by Justin Wetley, as he's been able to power up behind the moving company of the Raiders and catch the big defensive lineman coming through and creating some space there. Inside handoff to Rabideau. He's got blocker, but he's going to be short of the first down. Gain of about 3. Going to bring up 4th and about 3. 4th and 4 for the Raiders.
4th down Raiders.
As they face another 4th down. We're going to let this one count down. We're going to come back. It's going to be 4th and 4 for the Raiders as they start the 4th quarter.
From the Thunder, 38.
Trailing 32-0. We'll be back to start the 4th quarter in just one moment. All right, welcome back as we get ready to start the 4th quarter. Raiders trail here at homecoming, 32-0. They face a 4th and 5. Ball spotted on the 38-yard line of the Thunder. Homecoming week here at Lake Park-Audubon. Homecoming court out halftime tonight. And a false start by the Raiders as Skeld came in motion, Rabideau came in motion, and Wolfswinkel was going to go in motion. 3 guys going in motion equals
Penalty on the
false
play.
start.
False start against the Raiders.
5-yard walk-off's going to bring up 4th and 9. We'll call it 4th and 8 for the Raiders. 4th and 8 for the Raiders to start the 4th quarter here. They trail 32-0. Homecoming week, King Tyler Bjerke crowned on Monday along with Queen Kay Peterson. The rest of the court, Henry Jaster, Jacob Bedine Schlick, and Ben Rabideau. And Sidney Porter, Haley Froman, and Etta Mayasek were in the Queen's Court. Had a nice presentation thanking Team Industries for their support of the football game tonight, as well as their grant that they gave for a STEAM classroom at the high school in Lake Park. Pass from Briard out to Rabideau.
Briard's pass intended for
Incomplete
Rabideau,
as that
falls
was
incomplete.
short as Grant Briard got leveled in the
Thunder will
deep
take over on downs.
as he got rid of the ball. Thunder will take over. 1st and 10 from the 48-yard line. Turnover on downs by the Raiders. As I was saying, nice presentation thanking Team Industries for their support of the STEM and STEAM program, the science, technology, engineering, arts, and music. In the classroom is the STEAM team made up of Kyle Haberman, Katie Watland, and Cole Wixo. We'll be implementing a new STEAM classroom to implement into the program for the students at Lake Park-Audubon High School.
Briard on the stop.
First down run there by the Thunder as they take the ball down to the 41-yard line. 20-yard gain on the play. Thunder back on the move here as we get the 4th quarter underway. They lead 32-0. Fontaine going to be drugged down from behind, but 9-yard gain on the play.
On the carry with Dizzy on the stop.
Jaden Dizzy had a hold of his jersey for the stop, not before 8-yard pickup by Fontaine on that
Second
run.
Down for the Thunder.
2nd and 2 for the Thunder.
At the Raider 33.
Nice crowd here tonight. It was a beautiful evening for football. It's starting to get chilly as you can see the breath and steam coming off some of the players. You know it's getting a little chillier in the evenings of football when you can feel the people up here in the press box turning on the heaters.
Fontaine on the short gain. Rabideau and Briard on the stop. Bring up 3rd
Fontaine
and short
carries for about a yard. Going to be 3rd and short. Rabideau and Dizzy on the stop. We made her through the first half without the heaters on, but the heaters got turned on as there were people with cold toes and cold fingers here in the press box this evening. 3rd and short for the Thunder. Fumble. It's going to be recovered by Modine as there was a mix-up in the backfield.
Fumble on the play
Fumble recovered by Modine all the way back for a 10-yard loss. Going to bring up 4th and 11. Oh, make that 4th and 13.
4th down from the Raider, 44.
4th and 13 for the Thunder as the Raiders just about capitalized on their 3rd fumble recovery of the evening. Raiders have had their chances. They've had scoring opportunities getting down deep into Thunder territory. Got stopped right before halftime on 4th and goal from the 1. Then a false start and an incomplete pass that went through the hands of Cody Wolfswinkel led to no scoring to end the first half. Raiders trail here now 32-0 as it was 8-0 at halftime. The Thunder 3 unanswered touchdowns here in the second half. Little screen play, blocking downfield. And it's going to be tracked down by Sean Skeld all the way down to this 18-yard line. 19-yard line, gain of, went from 4th and 14, gain of about 30 on the play. It's going to be 1st and 10 for the Thunder down on the 19-yard line. Very well executed screenplay there by the by the Thunder as they threw a middle screen, and they had their whole offensive linemen down there waiting for that pass to be thrown. Nice pass by Modine, and a lot of blocking out in front of Wagner's. He took that one down to the 19-yard line where it's 1st and 10 for the Thunder. Inside handoff to Gap. He's going to be bottled up for a loss of 1 on the play. Gage Wavra there, sorry. Gage Wavra stopped for a short loss. Nice job by Peterson in the middle to snuff that one out. Brings up second and a long 10 for the Thunder. Raiders defense has been on the field a long time here in the second half. As the Raiders have gone 3 and out. Hands on their hips. We'll see if they can get a stop here. Modine going to hand off. This is going to be Josh Wagner around the left side. Ball's going to be spotted at about the 14-yard line.
Gain of 5.
5-yard gain on the play. Going to be 3rd and 5 for the Thunder. Bryard comes up from his safety position to make the stop. Grant Bryard, one of the senior captains on this year's football team, along with Ben Rabideau and Justin Wetley are your 3 senior football captains. 3rd and 5 here for the Thunder. Going to be Fontaine off the right side, and that's going to be enough for another first down.
Jaster on the stop. That run is good for a Thunder first down.
Jaster.
1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
Jaster did his best imitation of a steer wrestler on that one as he jumped on Fontaine and rode him into the ground, but it was enough for a first down. It'll be 1st and goal for the Thunder on the 6-yard line. As they lead here 32-0 as we're counting down under 7 minutes in the 4th quarter. Inside handoff. That's going to be Sam Gap, their big fullback, and he's going to be all the way down to the half-yard line. He got wrestled down by Peterson, Jaster, and Wetley on the stop. Going to be bring up second and goal from
for a touchdown.
The half-yard line. Modine brings him under center. Gap, Fontaine in the backfield. Wagner to the near side. It's going to be an inside handoff to Gap, and he's in for the score as he ran a little fullback quick hitter. Takes it 38. 38-0. Thunder lead. They'll line up for the 2-point conversion here, as it's been all Polk County West Thunder here in the second half.
If you're missing a phone, you can.
Went into halftime, things were looking like a really tight game. It was 8-0 at halftime. Raiders only gave up that opening 65-yard kickoff return. After that, did a great job. Now here in the second half, it's been nothing but Polk County West Thunder. Looks back to pass, little screen pass to the outside, and he's going to go in untouched. That's Modine to John Fontaine out of the backfield. Little screen pass. 2-point conversion is good, and Thunder are having their way. Anything works now for the Polk County West Thunder. It's 40-0 here for homecoming for the Raiders, and it's been all Polk County West Thunder here in the second half. Halftime, 8-0. They held the lead on a 65-yard opening game kickoff return. The Raiders kept them out of the end zone the rest of the first half, but the Raiders had chances but were unable to push any points across. Would have liked to see what could have happened if the Raiders would have pushed that one in right at halftime to tie it up.
Strelo.
With 6 minutes, 13 seconds left to go in the 4th quarter, and it will be running clock here the rest of the way out as the Raiders trail 40-0 on homecoming. Going to be a short kick, going to be taken by Cody Wolfswinkel at the 20. up to the 25. He gets up to the 30 before he is swallowed up. 10-yard return for Wolfswinkel.
Raider 30-yard line.
Here comes the offense for the Raiders. Here on homecoming, Brian Robertson not gonna sub down. Going to give him one more chance and see if they can't push
Again, we have a lost cell phone in the press box.
Get a score here on the board tonight.
Please come to the back door of the press box. Thank you.
1st and 10 for the Raiders starting on their own 30-yard line here with 5:42 and counting down, running clock here in the fourth quarter, where they trail 40-0. Hand off to Ben Rabideau. He weaves his way around. He's going to get back to the line of scrimmage. Short gain on the play. It's going to bring up 2nd and 9. Raiders getting shut out here on homecoming as a Polk County West came into town, and the second half it's been all size and strength by the Polk County West Thunder as they lead 40-0 with 4 unanswered scores here in the second half. 3 of them in the first 10 minutes of the third quarter. Inside handoff to Wetley. He's off to the races. Stiff arm. He broke it free. He could go. He's going to get tracked down. No, touchdown! Is he in?
Stretches in for the end zone.
Touchdown. Justin Wetley. 70. Let's see. What did they decide? No. They signal touchdown. I didn't know. The refs were not able to keep up with Justin Wetley as he broke that inside run off. 65 yards for the score as he had a great stiff arm coming to the outside, broke free, and then it was a race to the end zone. He got tripped up but was able to keep his feet and dive across for the score for the Raiders. 2-point conversion pending in the power I formation. Hand off to Rabideau. Picks his way through, and he's in.
Rabideau is in for the 2-point.
Rabideau in for the 2-point conversion. Raiders on the board with 4:46 left to go here in the fourth quarter. The Raiders get on the board. They trail 40-8. But a nice run there by Justin Wetley to not get shut out here on homecoming night. Great blocking up front by the moving company. Always got to give credit to those big guys up front. The guys that don't always get their names put out there. Michael Peterson at center. You got Jaden Dizzy at one tackle. Henry Jaster at a guard. You got Troy Heimitz, one of the other linemen, along with, I'm losing my, I want to say, I'll have to look again. I think but great job by those guys up front. Michael Peterson, Jaden Dizzy, Henry Jaster, Troy Heimitz, and
Grunwig set to kick off for the Raiders.
Grunwig was in there too on that last one. Nice job by those guys.
For the Thunder.
As I search for that last lineman that I seem to forget about. Onside kick is not going to go 10 yards.
Thunder recover at the
Thunder recover on the 47-yard line. Be 1st and 10 for the Thunder. Looks like the Raider defense, starting defense, is going to stay out there. Briard's going to come off. He's going to be replaced out there. Zeke Noel is out at a linebacker spot. We'll see who's at. Caden Beskey is back, taking Briard's spot at strong safety. Karsten Hamry just went in defensive line as the Thunder have subbed down as well. Modine's still the quarterback, but the running backs,
short gain for the Thunder.
The main running backs are on the sideline. No gain on the play. It's going to be second and 9.
Second and 9
Wetley
for the Thunder.
Whetley and Karsten Hamry on the stop. Karsten Hamry makes his presence known there. He just went in. Braden Ecker's in now for the Raiders as he goes in for Sean Skeld. As the Raiders are trying to sub in some younger players here as well. Nice run there by backup running back Montana Jorgensen. He's a 5'5", 180-pound freshman. Jaden Dizzy comes off. Been a long, hard game in the trenches for Jaden Dizzy and Troy Steinmetz, Heimitz, Henry Jaster. Been a long game for those guys. They had some big bodies to push around, and third and short here for the Thunder as we count down. Run off the right side all the way down to the 30-yard line. That's going to be Zach Fenno, a 140-pound sophomore.
Besky on the stop.
Not sure. Caden Besky comes up from his safety spot to make a stop. Looks like we've got all the younger guys in now. Don't know if I'm going to have time to get all their names. Well, I see Wyatt Musoff is in there. Good to see him out there. Run off the right side. It's going to be pickup of about 5-6 yards.
Fenno on the carry. Hamry and Chilton on the stop.
Brody Chilton in there, 155-pound freshman for the Raiders. In on that stop with Karsten Hamry. Running clock here as the Raiders are going to fall here at homecoming. They scored to get the 0 off of the scoreboard. It's 40-8. Thunder moving. It's down to 1:39 left and counting here in the game. I don't think the Thunder are in any big hurry to try to put another score in their second string, but
Jorgensen on the carry. Good for
it's going to be a first down. 1st and 10 for the Thunder. Ball spotted on the right on the 20-yard line. 1st and 10.
First down for the Thunder from there. Just a reminder, the Raiders' last regular season home game is October 11th.
Give the Raiders' schedule here is that they will be away next week, October 4th. Raiders will travel up to Red Lake County to play. They'll be back home against Mahnomen-Waban on October 11th. That'll be our next and final broadcast for you. Here at home, October 11th against Mahnomen-Waban. And then they travel for their final game of the season Wednesday, October 16th on a short turnaround.
Jorgensen on the carry.
They travel up to Red Lake for the final game of the season. Raiders are going to fall to 1-4 this evening, and the Polk County West Thunder are going to improve to 4-1 on the season. We count down 30 seconds left to go here. Raiders trail here at homecoming. Going to fall 40-8. That might be the last play of the game there. As the Raiders fall tonight, 40-8 on homecoming. Thunder take a timeout with 9 seconds left to go, leading 40-8, and Polk County West Thunder take a timeout. Okay, I guess if you want your second string to score, why not take a timeout with 9 seconds to go? Raiders are going to fall here this evening, taking their record to 1-3. Polk County West is going to, or 1-4, I'm sorry. Polk County West Thunder are going to improve to 4-1 on the season. The Raiders are away next week at Red Lake County. Following week, they'll be home for the final home game of the season, October 11th versus the Mahnomen-Waban Thunderbirds. Had to stop and think about the new nickname. And then they'll be back away for the final game of the season up at Red Lake on October 16th. Final play of the game, 9 seconds left to go here. Raiders fall on homecoming. Congratulations to our homecoming king and queen, Tyler Bierke and Kay Peterson. And everybody, once again, thank you to Team Industries for their support of the Lake Park-Audubon football program, the Lake Park-Audubon schools.
Support of Raider athletics tonight, and again, a big thank you for.
And the Raiders fall 40-8. Thank you to Team Industries. I want a special shout out to Cole Ward for running my camera tonight, and Ann Skeld for setting it up. My name is Brian Anderson. Thank you for listening to Raider Nation Sports, and we'll bring you the next home game October 11th when the Raiders face the Mahnomen-Waban Thunderbirds on October 11th. Take care and have a good night.